Check it out. Woohoo, we got a plane. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That's right, I did it. Oh, I got a plane. I'm breaking out of the Horizon Hobby E-Flight stuff. I've seen a few videos on this and this thing just looks amazing. And you know, honestly, like my apprentice, I really love flying that plane. I have a jet. I like it. I like the, you know, breaking out into different things, but I really like flying the high wing, and this thing just looks so amazing. I really like the way that a lot of the control surfaces are built in, that you don't have cables and servos hanging out everywhere. So it looks really amazing. Everything I've seen just looks really good. So yeah, I know I probably for this price could have got like the Twin Otter or something like that that looks amazing, and some other planes, but I don't know, maybe I should have done that, but I really like the way this thing looks. So let's open this up and take a quick look. All right, you know, I'm not really like known for plane stuff. I don't really do review videos on planes because I'm not that experienced with planes. I do enjoy flying, but you know, I don't have a vast experience with planes. But you know, if you're new to the hobby like I am, I'm not the most experienced pilot in the world. I do okay. So if you're looking for some input on this plane from somebody that's truly new and not an expert in any way, shape, or form, maybe you'll find this informative, or maybe you're just you do fly quite a lot and you're still interested in looking at the plane, thank you for joining me. Oh, there we go. So what do we got here? Big manual here. All right. Should we take a look at this? I don't know. Oh, look at that. So just your basic stuff here. I think it's anything that we haven't seen before. So here's your instructions on how to put it together. I have watched a couple videos. It doesn't look like it's anything that difficult to put together. I gotta admit, it actually looks more styrofoam in person than what I've seen on videos. The videos, it actually looked like more like it was a solid plastic. So I really like the way this is. So we got our flap here, our aileron. I like the way this is put together. Some pretty cool lights going on here. I like the way this goes together. So this is so much nicer than the rubber band system that my apprentice has. So it's nice. Look, you just got this clip system. Your CG line is right there, which I've seen a lot of people miss that. They're like, I don't know, it even says right there CG. So your center of gravity is there. So not sure how these are. Okay, there we go. So this is on, so that says off. These are hard to push. So you got to push where it says on. It says on there, and it says on there, so it's kind of a little bit backwards. So these things are kind of hard, but I guess once you figure out the right way to push it, it's not too bad. So here's your little wing spars. They are marked right and left. Wing number 2. Wing spar, and then I believe this is probably the tail spar. Check that out. Whoa, picked that up and the landing gear just popped out. Oh, the next level here. Oh, wow. This thing is huge. Look at the prop on that. Ow. Wow. I was not expecting that. Qualified certificate. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Look at that chrome spinner. Oh. Check out the landing. I think people were right. That does sound absolutely horrible. These are rubber wheels, though. I haven't seen anybody mention these are rubber wheels. It's just whatever they did in there, that plastic. Oh, wow. Wow, that's heavy. That is heavy. Oh, this thing. I said, you know, it's funny, the videos I watched, it really didn't even pick up that this was styrofoam, although I knew it was, it looked really smooth, like it was plastic. So I believe we push this comes open. Yeah. Pretty cool details in the car. Oh, look at that, even rear seats, everything. There's the tail. So that's one thing I really liked with this model, was the way it seemed like everything goes together. It just looks like everything really easy to put together, and just everything looks like it's well made and thought out. There's only one connection you have to make, and that's to the elevator. Everything else is kind of like built in. Okay, so that's pretty. I don't know why that's so heavy. I mean, I guess when you're landing, I'm gonna try to oil that up a little bit. I saw one person say that they took this out and oiled that. I'm not sure if I want to mess with that little tiny clip right there, but maybe, because that's one thing that gets me with the Apprentices. Every time I fly it, if I like fly with Jeff and we land in the grass, if I'm flying in the grass, I break that nose piece, the where the nose gear comes in. There's two plastic straps, and I always break that upper one because the gear flexes. So it's another reason I was looking at something like this, is just something that would be a little bit more heavy duty. That way, if I do fly with like him or someplace that's grass, I have a good plane that can handle it. Check it out. Okay, so that's kind of nice that this plane should break down fairly easy for transport. So there we have it. There's the unbox. Check it out. I keep forgetting I should use the cup that I bought for that warmer. All right, who wants to see this thing do it again? I wasn't gonna do this, but I figured, what the heck. I'm not gonna go into great details on putting this thing together. We'll chunk it together real quick for you if you want to see, because I know maybe I have some viewers here that don't have a lot of plane experience. I really wish they wouldn't put a wire tie like this on the wiring. This is like just kind of a little nerve-wracking, cutting this and not snipping any wires. Whew. So first step. So we do have some 3M tape here that they want us to use. I wish I had my drill. We twist these things together. So if we twist this by hand, we can kind of make like a nice little clean harness to feed through here. Well, being a car guy, if you ever worked on cars and you drop stuff, you probably know what these are. It's right there too. It almost made it out. Look at that. Not a problem. I think I'm probably about the first person that's almost made it all the way through. Good, just use some tweezers, put this in place. Oh, there we have it. Gonna go ahead and just keep pressure on this for a few seconds, make sure that glue sticks. Horizontal spar, like so. Just want to make sure I had it right way. I do believe, because the release button should be on the bottom, which it is, but this piece here, there's your servo for all of that. Matter of fact, I think it's probably just easier when you feed it into We should hear a click. It should be that piece right there. Ah, there it is. Now that is solid. So we will have to hook this up, but basically anybody's worked with planes know we gotta get the radio system in here first, get it powered on, make sure that that's centered, and then we'll get all that installed. And hopefully that doesn't break like on my my T720 uses a system like that, but it's designed that when you hit it pops off. Ooh, I am not really set up for planes, at least nothing this large. So next step, we got to connect all this fun wiring here. Oh, that is very, very tight here. Oh no, it's not. It's not too bad. So what do we got here? Rudder. Rewire, 3 colors. If you're new to the anybody that's been in a hobby should know the same thing even on RC cars. Yellow, red, and brown. Ooh. Now the lights are a little bit weird. They are red and black. So on this wiring harness, brown is actually black and red is red. So just make sure you put that on there right. And see, it's only a 2-pin connector too, so it doesn't really lock in like the other ones. But losing your lights isn't going to crash the plane. It is kind of nice because this right here has got these little plastic clips that help lock all that into place. So there we have it. Now we got to squeeze this together. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take all these connectors. There's a big hole right here in the tail. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to get that tucked in there as best we can before we push this in there, so that way we make sure that this thing should slide in there no problem. 2 screws. To get those screws in, I recommend standing this thing on the nose, so that way you can push down. You're gonna have to push down a lot on that tail to get those screws, those holes to line up. So landing gear is next. So a little trip here is just like this. Take this side here, lay it in here, push it into the fuselage, and then that pushes that over far enough to where this will go in, and then you can bring it back and line it up. And you know what sucks in real time is I ordered a receiver and a battery from Tower Hobbies, and it has not shown up. It's really just pissing me off. It hasn't even shipped yet. I get tracking info from FedEx, which is what they normally use, and I don't have anything showing a label had been created. So it's kind of aggravating, because I'd really like to get this thing up in the air. But for YouTube purposes, it'll be instantaneous for you guys. We'll be out flying in no time. Next step is the landing gear. You know, it's nice, they only put 1 screw in here to hold this, so you don't have 4 to take out, because they know you're going to be going in here. I like that. That's pretty good thinking. Thank you. Oh, look at that. The ESC just bouncy everywhere. Well, I guess it's okay. I'm going to have to solder my own connector on here, so I'm going to do that off camera. But yeah, that'll work. But I will glue that down, and then here for something. I don't know. What are these 2 for? So rudder, elevator, flaps, and aileron. And I thought there was a wire here for thrust reverse. Oh, maybe it... Ah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Throttle and thrust reverse. Cool, man. Cool. Now check out, this is something that I think is pretty cool, what they did here with the design of this gear. So what I did too, I took some bearing oil, squirted it on there, and now look, it feels like it's moving quite a bit. Still a lot of spring pressure on there, but it definitely moves a whole lot easier. Check this out. No messing around with clevis pins and that. This just has a pin here. It locks into the servo. Look at that. How easy is that? That's freaking awesome. I have to excuse my ignorance if this isn't something new on planes, but all the planes I've had before just use one servo for the rudder and the steering. So this actually uses two different servos for all of that. That to me is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure higher end planes are like that. They got more. But I like it that. I'm just going to sit this in here for now so I don't lose it and get misplaced somewhere. Okay, so Brian Phillips messed this up. So there's actually 3 different places you push on this to get this to come. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Seeing how we got the advantage of it's off the airplane. Let's pop it out from the back. We have the prop. We'll have a washer. And then we have this piece. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's, wow. That's a big prop. This is just a big plane. Oh, okay, so these are the antennas here. They just kind of lock into place. That's bad landing. These are gone. But they do look cool. This is like the easy part then. It's just gonna be a matter of sliding this on. It's really cool that the communication cable there, we already got these popped open. So that just slides in there. That's gonna be so much nicer than putting in rubber bands. So let me see this. And man, guys, that's all I can show you from here, because once I put on the other wing, I can't get it to fit on the bench. But man, that's it. The plane's together. The only other thing I got left to do is install the receiver. So meanwhile, off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and solder a new terminal on that battery thing and wait for the receiver. It's nothing hard to plug in. So next time we'll see you, will be for the maiden flight.